everybody stop what y'all doing and go watch it on YouTube right now. Get off Facebook. If you're on Facebook, get off Facebook and go watch it on YouTube right now. Just go watch it on YouTube right now. Right now. Thank you.
Don't watch this shit nowhere else. YouTube.
Thank you. But we still will stream. So just promote YouTube. YouTube, everybody. Anyways, hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Two Women,
Two Opinions.
With your girl Marty.
And Taj.
And we back at it again with another one. So, how was your week?
Productive.
That's great.
That's literally all I've been doing is working and getting ready to move. That's it. Working and
where you moving?
Planning. Northside, possibly. Everything go the way we needed to go.
Well, my week was productive as well. We did do Memorial Day at our house, so we barbecued and stuff like that. So that was cool.
Girl, why I didn't even know Monday was Memorial Day because I've been working. I was like, what's today? Why the fuck is it so busy around here? These people coming in at 9 o'clock in the morning. Well, look at what the hell is going on.
Oh, yeah. They were ready. But I'm switching over to a new side of the company here soon. So they all making announcements and I was just like, damn, can I make my own announcement? But anyways, other than that, it was just like, it's been tedious at work because a lot of the people that I've been working with for the last 2 years, they've been calling me. So now I've been telling them like, yeah, so you can't call me next week.
Ooh.
Because I can't work with you anymore because they used to just telling me or sending me an email saying, hey, Marty, book this for me. And I was like, okay, it's booked.
Oh.
But now I got to switch them over to another agent. So
they ain't gonna like that.
I mean, hey, it is what it is. It comes with the territory. But anyways, other than
more
that,
money, more problems.
Other than that, it's been a good way. Marley is about to be 1. I'm so excited. And that way he can start having babies.
Oh, yes. I'm ready for a dog.
Yes. So he's going to be, if you guys out there know anybody that has a standard poodle, a labradoodle, or a golden doodle, hit me up. That's a female.
It just gotta have a oodle on it.
Yeah, he ain't breed with no other motherfuckers.
Oh, why not?
We ain't create no dogs around here in these parts.
I feel like that's dog racism, just a little bit.
No, that's just how the game goes.
It's a little hypocritical.
It's a little bit.
But you not gonna breed a Frenchie with a fucking doodle.
I don't know.
A French doodle?
It might be cute.
A French doodle?
I don't know.
No. We need to be only. This is another thing, though. This is another thing. Now, no, we got more dogs. We got more range of dogs that we can use, like golden retrievers, because he do have retriever in him, and things like that. But I want to sell some poodle doodles.
Poodle doodle. You probably get some good money from poodle doodles. Poodle doodles.
Now, this is the thing, though. The chances of him breeding with a golden retriever and it actually come out like the beautiful hair of a golden retriever is very slim,
right? Because
his mother is a standard poodle and his daddy is a labradoodle. So why waste my time breeding an ugly ass dog?
Chihuahua oodle?
Yeah, so we're not gonna do that. So if you have those 3 breeds, I am very specific. My dog, look, I mean, come on now, look at him. He's a handsome black man.
He is a handsome black man. Why he can't dabble in other flavors though?
Because he need him, and he need him his height, so he can.
I don't think that's an issue for dogs. It don't matter the size.
Nah. Marley don't be doing that rapey stuff. Little dogs just don't feel right to him.
I'm not going to, you know what?
Anyways,
that's your dog, you know your dog.
His party is coming up, so if you got a doggy, not everybody though. Y'all know who can come. Y'all know that before y'all even write me. But anyways, let's get right to what you got for us.
So I saw this clip. A man learns that he is not the biological father of all his children.
Damn.
He took one of his children to the doctor. Come to find out, one of his children had ran a DNA test for school. DNA test came back. And the little girl came to her daddy, was like, "You not my daddy." So that prompted him to go and test all of his other children. He had 4 supposed children with this woman, and 3 out of the 4 are not his. Here's the clip.
A few years ago, my oldest daughter had to take a DNA test for school just to figure out ancestry. During the DNA test, she came to me very, very sad because apparently me and her were not related. I was like, huh? Then I decided to go with her to get a paternity test done. When we got the paternity test done, it was also concluded that I was not her father. I've had 4 kids with my wife, and she was the oldest, and I needed to see how far this rabbit hole went. And then I went to my next oldest child. Not mine. I went to the one below that. Not mine. Let me go talk to my wife about this. Then she starts crying profusely and saying it was only one time. I didn't mean to do it. Each one of the children aren't mine, with the exception of the youngest, as so I think. That's when it dawned on me that it was one time, multiple times, and then when we looked, each one of the children had different baby fathers. Even with evidence, she just kept denying and denying. A few years ago, my oldest daughter had to take a...
So, I mean, it's the denying part that I wanted to talk about because we know this happens all the fucking time. But I feel like when women get caught up, why is it that your go-to is to lie? Like, it was one time. 3 times? 3 times is one time? The math ain't mathing, honey. Like, just own the mistake. I don't love the fact that you were married to this man and then you laid up with 3 other men. You had multiple children with other men and he not even sure if the last one is his. And then instead of just taking accountability for it, and I feel like even in the moment it happened, why not just air it out and be done with it? Because this shit could have happened at any point in their life. They could have been grown. Like, y'all could have been married 50 years. And then, you know, he needed a blood transfusion or something. And none of the kids is a match. Like, why not have the conversation earlier on? I don't get the denying part. I don't get the lying part. So somebody help me understand from a female perspective, because I'm a woman and that shit don't make no sense to me.
Well, did you, the doctor, remember we talked about the doctor that found out that he actually needed, his brother needed a kidney or something, and he tested all his kids. Him and his wife was married for like 35 years or some crazy ass shit, and he found out that his kids...
He divorced her ass at 80
This
something.
is crazy. Listen. When they say take it to the grave, they not talking about your kids,
you can't,
father and stuff like that. I feel like that is so low because if you're literally just letting somebody raise kids, knowing that they're
any point the ball could drop.
Like, I get if the dad out the life. You feel me? If they just leave you high and dry, you really don't have to tell them shit, right? But if they in a life and y'all doing stuff together and y'all taking care of the kids together, you just kind of got to be real at some point. And then if you do it one time, how many other times do you feel like it's okay for you to keep fucking around?
That lady said 4 times because he didn't know. I got away with it once, I can get away with it again. I just feel like that's some low ass shit. When they say that's low, that's some low ass shit. And women is getting back now. These women nowadays, they said mother fucker. Like, they just they've been giving their kids up to the system. They've been running away. They've been having kids out of wedlock, and the baby daddy don't know your baby daddy. Versus the other way around. Oh, it is crazy. These new people are losing. And then they like my family, like, when you gonna have some kids? When y'all start getting y'all shit together, because y'all about to be our teachers, our senators. These kids don't even know how to read. They gonna be our new presidents. And our senators and our judges and our sheriffs and stuff like that. And the reading level for a 12th grader right now is like the 5th, 6th grade. I can't trust this. I cannot trust this country. I feel bad for him because, like, you've been raising kids their whole lives, and then, you know, a little school project turned into like a whole life-changing moment.
If you don't test the younger one, he's stupid. Because
you don't have no choice. I'm leaving. What you mean? Like, after the first baby came back, wasn't mine, I'm gone. I'm already left. I'm only testing the other ones just to make sure that I ain't got to pay no child support.
Say, you just gonna say like, fuck the rest of them. Because I'm gonna definitely make sure all of them. Because, you know, she could have just been a hoe and kept slipping up and fucking me too. So because I ain't shit person. But I'm definitely filing for custody. You are a whore. You can't be trusted because you're letting. Then what if other men start testing and then there's multiple baby daddies?
What if these men come up later on in life and like, that's my baby?
I found out
could have came up to the family barbecue.
Listen, when I found out that twins can have different daddies, that's how I knew it was some shit in the world.
If you sleeping with 2 men at the same time,
twins got different daddies.
Your twins got 2 separate daddies, that's a problem.
They can though.
That's some sick ass shit.
And it's happened. And it happened a lot.
I don't get what's the point though. Why be with somebody? Like, was he financially stable than all the other rest of the men? Like, I got other questions when it comes to a situation like this. Because how do you
that's a
keep
choice.
laying up with this man every single night? and having him convinced like for years, because
And
he said
have
this
all
is his
these
older
kids.
child. You had 4 kids, supposed 4 kids with this man. You've been laying up with him for God knows how long. There was no kind of like, hey, like, you know, we had a little moment, there was an argument, left out, nothing. Like, y'all just continued
They
on in
get
the
back a
day-to-day life.
motherfucker for women,
It's
boy.
weird. It's some weird ass shit. I just feel like pick a person that you really want to be with and open your legs to just that person. If you don't like that motherfucker, leave that motherfucker alone. Let them go about their lives. So that way you're not traumatizing not only your children, but this man. Like, if he wanted to be cold, he could cut them kids off, move on with his life, start over, and have no responsibilities. Right? I mean, most states will make
I
him
don't
pay
know,
child
I'm
support because he
ignorant.
probably been in the lives for
They
like a
get
good
back
long
a
time.
motherfucker for these women.
Girl.
They get back. I'm talking about all the cheating and not knowing who the child is. Now you gotta. Is that if the mama got the baby and the grandma got the baby, that make the grandma the baby? What Jocelyn say? Anyway, that's crazy.
A mess.
Let's move on. So Nikki got
Oh,
arrested
Lord,
in
yeah.
Amsterdam. This was so. First of all,
And the
she
fans
got-
came out though.
the fans did come out, so she got arrested during a live. So Nikki documented that her arrest in Amsterdam at the airport on Instagram Live. Before release, she was released hours later, of course. But according to local police, Nikki was arrested on suspicious of exporting soft drugs. The rapper who was set to perform there, she missed the show and claimed the incident was all a part of a sabotage for her Pink Friday tour, which is insane. Okay, let's talk about insanity. Okay, we smoking weed in Amsterdam.
That's what I said. Like, it's a sexual capital. I mean, y'all got prostitution. Y'all got whole shops where people just walk in and it's butt, booty, naked, nasty
but you
going
can't
on.
take the shit out. Let's talk.
Girl.
Let's watch the clip and we'll talk about it.
We trying to keep our street clean, but
Yeah.
y'all got red lights on every corner. Who edited this shit?
I don't know why they had it, but they did get good footage as far as putting the videos together, though.
Nicki Minaj gets detained during her live while visiting the Netherlands.
Second,
Tell me again.
the police officer told me we have to offload all
He
the
look
luggage
Okay.
and to
You got
search
this big black man
everything
saying about
Okay.
your luggage. I'm so sorry to say that.
But isn't that what you planned on doing from the get-go? Why didn't you guys search it before it went on the plane?
They did just a quick check, but now they want to open
Why?
it. And first of all, because you filmed him and he was like,
Because I filmed him.
yeah, he was like, he
You
doesn't
fil-
believe me that you don't have more with you than you said.
No, he asked me, do I have any more in those purses? And I said no. And I asked him, where are my bags? They took my bags and put it on the plane before I could know what bags are on the plane.
I see.
Yeah. So.
I'm so sorry for that.
Okay, of course.
It's like, it's not a me thing. It's a y'all thing.
Where
So
am I
coming up
going?
next
I
is
have
the
no
guy
idea
that
where
they're
I'm
talking
going.
about.
police station.
Him.
What
That's the
what
guy that
address is
ended
that?
up arresting her.
5 minutes away.
It's 5 minutes away.
What's the address of the police precinct?
When you will get your next show, we have to do it very fast, and we will help. But
You're talking about my show?
yeah,
He said,
What about
"I will
it?"
help."
yeah, we talk.
Said they will help to try to get you there.
They'll help to try to get me to my
Yes.
show.
So you get
How?
them out very quickly.
To do it as soon as possible.
You initiated
what
all
am
this
I
bullshit,
doing?
and now you talk about you gonna help me?
What am I doing? I never
are
gave
under
anyone my,
arrest.
I never so I'm under arrest.
Yes.
Yes.
Under
He
arrest
like,
for what?
yes. He like, yes.
So filmen now.
In case you
I'm under
missed it,
arrest
yes,
for
you
what?
are.
Do you
So
know what
filming
happened
now.
when I came
You have to go
here?
inside.
Huh? What you said?
Can you please stop filming? Just step in the car first.
No, I need a lawyer, because I don't know where I'm going.
You will get a lawyer at the office. You can contact the lawyer.
Oh, that guy's Gibbs douchebag.
At least he know how to speak a little English. You know, he
And
telling
who's
her
going in
your
the- in
ass
this-
going to the
in this
police
vehicle?
station before you do anything, ma'am. All right. So allegedly, the authorities found some pre-rolls in their check bags to take home from Amsterdam.
Okay.
So they were exporting drugs.
A few pre-rolls, that's it?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna play with you.
Again, allegedly, the security guard said that he was the one that got some type of fine because he claimed that the pre-rolls were his. But this was heard in one of the videos. You can obviously hear that she said that, what else you find in a person? He was like, but something else you found in the purse. So obviously they already found something else in the bag. So it was something else that they was looking for.
Right.
So the few pre-rolls was
They didn't give a fuck about that.
Yeah. It was something else. So
What was the something else?
although marijuana is legal, it's sex and a lot of alcohol and drug use is legal here. It is still very illegal to take your party home. No matter where you go and no matter who you are, going to these, overseas countries, it is illegal to take your party home. Like you said, Amsterdam is frilly-nilly when you're there. You can't even see bitches in the window doing like this and stuff out there. But you can't take that bitch home with you. You gotta get her
in a suitcase?
Nope, you gotta get a visa. You gotta marry her and all type of shit. So what they were basically saying, like, yeah, I said, I get it. It's weed. You only taking her, but you can't take the party home with you. Did
My
y'all
issue
not
is like
remember Brittany?
I hear you, but my issue is
forgot
like
Brittany
they treated her
Griner?
like she was like the cartel. Like she got bricks in her suitcases.
No. I don't even feel like they treated her like that because I feel like they would have yanked her ass up. They let her stream live, asked them multiple questions. Not only did she talk to the officer that told her she was under. Actually, that video with the officer told her she was under arrest was before the video of the guy talked to her while she was actually sitting in the van. So that you asked hella fucking questions. You went live, you were streaming, you did your thing. I feel like they treated her, you can't take the party home. Sorry, ma'am. Like, that's like going to a part of Mexico where they do a whole bunch of coke and you trying to take a brick home. Like, this is some good shit I did the whole time I was here. Nobody said anything. You know what I'm
And
saying? Even the
something in my
police was
bed.
here with me, but let me take something home. No, you can't even take liquor home. The white
Yes,
Hennessy,
ma'am.
you gotta declare that shit when you leave places. So, and it's 2 bottles per person leaving country. So when they doing shit like that, it's just like being realistic. Like, follow the law. Like, you
we talked
can
about
party
this before,
as hard as
especially
you
when you
want
go to
to.
like different countries. You got to respect that
Come
country.
on, now, look at the Brittany. She's about to be in that bit slammer for 9 years.
Okay.
She was gonna be in the slammer
For a vape
9
pen.
years
For a vape pen.
and they taking actual flour. Don't get me wrong. If you've ever ran into, so first of all, let's be honest. I encountered shit in Mexico. When I went to Mexico and I had some weed on me, you know what I'm saying? The border people, they, you know what I mean? They was on some bullshit at the customs. They caught your girl, but they was scammers. So they was like, give me a little 500 and I'll let you go. I had no paperwork of the money I gave them. They just got the money and they let me go. And I told him when he was walking out with his girl, I said, yeah, it's about to take her on a date with my money in it. He was like,
That's exactly what he's about to do.
but that could have been a whole charge. They could have locked me up because I have vapes too. First of all, I didn't have flour because I'm not crazy, but I did have vapes. I have the weed vapes when I went to Mexico, and they was like,
500.
hi, bitch. Let me see your passport. 500. So, yeah, I just feel like,
Respect the country.
respect
that you
the
in.
country that you in, and I mean, just be realistic. Like, if I feel like the other dude said, the only reason why they actually arrested her and not just fined her, because let's be realistic, they can take money on the scene for the fine in these other countries, y'all. They not like the U.S. where they go send you downtown, honey. They go tell you go to the ATM, pay it right here, because she started filming him. That made him feel some type of way. Like, you got to think about it. Our superstars, yeah, they nationwide, but
Yeah,
some of these people
international,
don't give a fuck about these people. Some of these people don't even listen to music. They don't. He probably knew who she
Damn
was.
sure didn't listen to her music. Okay.
Right, he probably knew who she was, but he wasn't a fan.
Yeah.
So let's be realistic. Like you said, maybe if it was somebody else he actually listened to, he actually knew that was from here, probably would have been like, all right, here go pay this fine and go ahead, because they did find something. But you go, and then you start filming me. Okay, you want to make this a show? Let's make this a motherfucking show. So I just feel like, Like you said, respect the
Respect
laws where
the
you
country
going.
that you in.
Because like in Dubai, you can't even cuss at somebody in loud. If I said,
No, that's like 3 years in
"Taj,
prison."
bitch, you look good. They be like,
3 years in prison.
did you just tell her a bitch? Yeah, $500 fine. I'm leaving the that's
Girl,
one
ain't no
country.
fine, that's jail time.
I already said I'm not going to Dubai. I already checked that off of my list.
Why not?
I don't know.
It's just too much.
I'm a gay fucking woman. You think me and my wife about to go?
That's
I'm
real.
going with if I go to Dubai, I'm going with my wife. I don't have time to be out there going to jail with my wife. We're going to be in the other jail saying like, oh, we should have never came. The fuck I look like?
A mess.
Hell nah. I would rather not go. But I do got a magnet because my friend went and brought me one back.
Yeah, mess. I wanted to talk about Miss Keita Rose next. She did a story on this pastor who basically in his congregation there was a young woman. She was like 13 when she came into the congregation. She came of age, 19, and he married her.
Oh my gosh, I seen that. Oh my
Here's
God.
the
I've
clip.
been seeing this shit for like a month. I was just like, let me not.
Oh, that shit was wild.
65-year-old pastor Dwight Reed is married to 19-year-old Jordan and has been in her life since she was 13 years old.
You will see me on the news. Let me just tell you that right now. Talking about what you gonna do if you see her. You better walk by and say praise the Lord.
You hear his
That's
congregation
what you
though?
better do.
It was so divided. It wasn't even funny. You had some people applauding. You had some people booing.
Cause that's my wife.
A child.
And she grown.
19. Teenager.
She didn't need nobody to sign no paperwork for her. If this was out in the streets, y'all be saying she made a come up.
Ain't nobody saying that.
But you a hypocrite. So don't you forget the Bible say marriage is honorable. And the Bible said when you find a wife, you find favor with God, honey. I found some favor with God. And we sleeping good at night.
Kill me as the black
Yeah,
folks
that's right.
in a congregation. That's right. Doing all this. Yes. Oh, well, I'm in the wrong profession. On the comments talk about where are her parents. Y'all keep thinking that people give a about their children. Y'all keep thinking that pastor said he's had his eye on this girl since she was 14. Walked her and looked after her through high school. That man has been grooming this little girl. Is it hard to find a new church? I'm just asking for a friend. Is
Go
it
ahead,
hard, like,
Corey.
once you're there and you already tied?
First of all, shout out to Keita Rose. We love Miss Keita. She's
she
dope as
definitely
hell.
be in it.
But she made a whole lot of valid points. Like, I don't know what it is in a black church, but we like overlook so much. I don't go to church no more. Like, I done put them days behind me. It was never really for me. I feel like the way I respect religion and my spirituality, it's between me. I don't need to go and sit in a place where somebody's going to tell me how I need to receive God or what lifestyle I need to be just to be within that church. So it's not for me. But within black churches, and we all have experienced black churches in our lives, like our parents dragged us a few times out the year, or if your parents were hyper religious, you went every Sunday, right? You learn some things, like, pastors are sleeping with, young women in the congregation. If he not just sleeping with young women, he's sleeping with most of the women in the congregation. These people are taking people's money, buying big houses, nice cars, while half the people in that congregation can't pay their light bills, but they making sure to pay their tithes at the end of every session. So hearing this doesn't surprise me, but it's how he got on that stage and basically threw it in their face like, y'all should be happy for me. Y'all should be happy for her. This is a come up. This is what God wanted. She was 13. So you telling me from 13 to 19, you've had all this time to groom this young woman. No, God only knows what you were doing behind closed doors, right? We're assuming that you waited until she was 19. Yeah. That's what you're telling people what happened. But let's be honest. You've probably been whispering in her ear. And like I said, we don't know what was going on behind closed doors. And things escalated. And now she's your wife at 19. Yeah, she can legally sign to be your wife at 19. Most states recognize after the age of 17, you're an adult. So yeah, she might be able to sign a marriage license. That doesn't mean like she's mentally ready to step into position of being somebody's first wife in a church. And then I'm like, it's not even just the optics or how it looks to everybody else. It's predatory. And like she said, we keep asking where the parents are, but a lot of these parents, especially when they get involved in these churches, they turn their lives over to the church. Everything's about the church. Everything's about giving to the church. So if that means their child is giving to the church, that's what it is. We're living for the Lord. This is what we're supposed to do. But not realizing like the mental repercussions that's going to come on that child later on in life. Now, this is international news. This has been running everywhere. Everybody's talking about this pastor. Why aren't we talking about the grooming between the 13 and 19? I've been looking over her since she was in high school. That's weird. You've been following this girl her entire life, and you waited until she was of legal age. You even gave her the extra year to make sure nobody can say nothing to you. And then now all of a sudden she's your wife. And then y'all married in private. Y'all didn't have no big wedding. There was no announcement about it. You did this on the low. So you knew it was wrong. And you knew how it would look to other people. If the fact that these people still showed up to church that Sunday and listened to this man talk, behooves me. Like you said, like half the room was divided, right? You had people booing. This is ridiculous. He had people leave. But at the same time, there were still people, yeah, get yours. We happy for you. They still gonna pay that man their money every Sunday. They still gonna show up and pay their respects to that man every Sunday. Her parents is still gonna be probably sitting right up front, being a part of the congregation. I'm just sick of seeing this. Personally, like, you know, we crack jokes about R. Kelly here all the time, but with
you
black
crack
men,
jokes about R. Kelly. I don't say nothing about R. Kelly.
I crack my jokes, but
R. Kelly in there still singing
and getting his booty hole plugged. Anyway,
I'm dead.
I'm just in a place of
right.
Girl, you know what's happening. Who else he gonna find?
But back to the pastor. Listen, this is my thing. Okay. I agree. I feel like there's a big gap between the man and the grooming, okay? Because if it's a man around my child or someone that I know from a young age and they start dating, once that person get older, that's already the first biggest red flag I can see. How can you see this person grow up and then date them? Now, we got these people out there that's moved out of the house and was young and very mature. These little girls, 23, with these old men. Some of them, but at least they don't know. They don't know. They ain't see him grow
from
up.
12 to 23.
Right. It was very pedophilia. Now, as far as black church, when I was in black church, I was so grateful.
Black church.
I was so grateful when I went to Southern Baptist, myself and Sean, because they accepted me and my wife as two gay people. My pastor even got up on the stage and told them, if y'all keep with my, and you know, so many church words, y'all keep with my people, I'm gonna fuck y'all up. Because I came to him and told him me and her about to leave because these people acting weird in here.
Harassing y'all, yeah.
He had a Nissan Altima. So all the money did go into the church. But he gave up. He did give up because it was so stressful because he actually did the right thing. It wasn't about giving himself more. And I think that's why I did veer away from church as well. I can agree with you because when we had it was so good. Me and Sean was freaking teachers of fucking
Sunday school.
Yeah. She had a class, I had a class. And we did grow group. We was there all the time. I'm talking about our family be like, dang, y'all going to church again? We was there Monday, Thursday. But it wasn't like weird. Like it was more so because the pastor was like, y'all, I see it. You feel me? But he was so stressful he couldn't go through it no more. Which, that's the good pastors. I don't actually feel like there's a lot of good actual pastors still on the podium. They're slim to none, and they're in these small towns, if they are some. Because the way our pastor and the first lady kind of just, you know, and this church was huge in the middle of the ghetto that everybody been through. Everybody went to this church at least once. So I agree with you. I feel like It's getting weird. Religion
in general is getting
crazy.
weird. Yeah.
So I always tell, like, me and Sean, we pray. You pray. You got to stick
You
together.
have to have your own relationship
You have
with
to.
God.
So
Yeah.
I always say I'm more spiritual than I am religion because of stuff like this. Because there's no way in plumb freaking hell anybody that I've ever even changed, not even changed your diaper, because that's going farther back than he know. But even if I looked at you like a little sister, little brother, little nephew, or somebody that's younger than me that I'm a mentor to in any kind of way, I could never even look at you in a sexual way. So I feel like people that do, like you said,
this is the stuff that causes people to pull away from
Exactly.
religion, because this stuff is okay.
It, and then you see it, and then you up there, and then this is my thing.
He
though.
berated the
Hold on,
people.
let's be realistic though. If he actually really loved what he was in and not want to be spiteful despite what people said about him, he wouldn't have never said it on the podium. He would have just lived with his 90-year-old wife because they're happy, and this is what God, like he said, brought together. He wouldn't even mention it at church. He would have just did him. He wouldn't have left her. He would have just did him, and they would have lived happy ever. Like he said, she's 19, blah, 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 but you groomed her. You made it weird, and you made it weird for everybody, not just us, but the young lady herself. Because now she got to look back on this when she get older, 10 years from now, and be like, that don't sound right.
I mean,
even if they stay together, she go look back and
if
say it
she
don't
had
sound
been
right.
with him since she was 13, or there had
They
been
said
like
15.
a relationship
People were saying they've been
together or
since
dating
they
since
was
she was 15,
since she was 15.
but you still were in a part of her life when she was 13, so there was grooming going on between 13 to 19. So even if, like, let's just say like nothing sexual ever happened between those ages, you still had to develop that relationship for y'all to get to the point where y'all married.
that's still weird.
So for me, it's like, we keep making excuses for these people. We put these people in certain powers. We give them certain roles because he's a pastor and he's done right by his community. We're overlooking this moment. For me, it's a hell fuck no.
We're not overlooking shit.
I don't like the fact that this child was left. Yeah, you left your child alone with this man.
And then it's always a bald head motherfucker doing some weird shit.
Exactly.
Because you couldn't grow hair. Now you want to take that youth. They be eating
R.
babies.
Kelly
I don't give
bald-headed.
a fuck what nobody say. They be eating baby. They be eating baby milk. They be wanting to suck on a nipple.
That shit is weird.
All right. So this is I gotta talk to you now, okay? Because we talking boyfriend. I don't have no boyfriend. I'm married.
I got a boyfriend.
But I can definitely talk about the girlfriend stage or whatever, okay?
Okay.
So the topic today is her boyfriend lost his job for 30 days. ... Okay? So losing his job was the biggest lesson and blessing, is what he said. So how long would you hold your man down if he lost his job?
I don't think there's a cap on that.
Just kind of
like let's say put it like this. It really depends on the person, right?
Okay, because I got a question behind that.
Right.
Because the time limit makes sense if they're doing something behind the time limit. So let me just say, let's say a lazy motherfucker that's just laying on the couch.
I'm not giving a person who gets
nobody
up every day.
Died, no grieving.
No, nobody's dying. If somebody gets up every day and they're making it a point to look for a job,
no. I'm talking about somebody just
a lazy motherfucker.
Yeah.
I'm not giving a lazy motherfucker a deadline. Like, okay, let's say I did. Like,
let's
we've
just
been
say
in a relationship
realistic.
for like 4 years. Like, he lost his job for 30 days. I'm gonna give you probably like 3 months. 3 months.
Me too.
Is
I said
safe.
90 days. Definitely, if we've known each other, I'm gonna give you 90 days.
If this is a new,
because you never know what people going through mentally.
Right.
So that first 30 days is like okay. Next one is like. And then the next, it's like...
Especially we living in the same household. We got bills to be paid. Yeah. That's a totally different conversation.
So we say 90, and I agree with you. I say 90 days. Okay, as far as being lazy. So...
Being lazy, because at that point now, it's time to motivate you. Get your ass up. Let's look for jobs together.
Exactly. Are you... Okay, now this is a better question because like we said, we like to be around people that's hustlers, right? So are you willing to take the sacrifice of taking on all the bills... for the sake of your man, getting his shit together, you know, going after his goals, blah, 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 blah. Me, I'm just going to say it for myself and then you can respond. My deadline goes a little bit longer when stuff like that happens because I can't tell you, and you know, 3 months, if you go make some kind of money in 3 months. You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying like, you going after this goal, like school or some shit like that, my deadline goes longer. Yeah, it's no deadline. It's whatever your deadline is. So it's different when the ambition is there and you kind of see the goal.
Yep.
It's a little bit different and that deadline stretches a lot longer.
I don't even have a deadline
Well,
for
I
a
want
person.
you to see that with these
there's no
deadlines.
deadline. I feel like if you getting up every day and you pursuing something
Right, I
and you're
won't see a
passionate
deadline.
about
It's
it,
just like-
and it may not pan out in that first year. It may not
Exactly.
pan out in that second year. It may
But
not
we
pan out
see
until
that
year
ambition.
3.
We
but I
see
see
you
you getting up
working, yeah.
every morning. You getting up at 6 a.m. You whatever it is, you're putting focus to it. You working all day long just to make it happen. If you got to work a part-time job somewhere just to put funding towards that one goal, there is no deadline. I want
agree.
you to pursue your dreams. I don't ever want to stand in between somebody getting what it is they want out of life.
I agree.
Especially if we're together, like we supposed to eat together. So if you out here pursuing your dreams and it may take a few years to get there, I'm all for that. I don't mind holding down the financial front to make sure that you can get to that next level.
Exactly.
Like there's
as
no
long
deadline.
as you're working towards that next level.
something. A lazy motherfucker
Let's
that's
talk
just
about
sitting
a
on their
doctor,
ass for
but
3 years.
Let's talk about a doctor. A doctor go through residency for sometimes 4 years where they working and they're making little bits
They
of
making
nothing.
what nurses making.
Right. And then they have to pay student loans back and stuff. Like their student loans can't just sit like how other people can when they go to business school or something. No offense to nobody else in those student loans, but they should got to be paid or they sometimes can't work or their license get revoked. So, okay. Well, this young lady, she was fed up fairly quickly. Not only was she not willing to take responsibility.
Before you get into it, it also depends on what you hustling for. Because if we talking about a 38-year-old rapper,
oh yeah,
we not doing that bullshit.
Bro,
That's where I draw the line.
You better start renting out floating devices for birthday parties.
That's where I draw the line.
Take that money to go buy them floating devices and you go get you a truck so you can go pump up people's shit for their birthday party. You gonna have something going on. But I got your back.
We
what
ain't
you
doing no
it.
38-year-old rappers around here. I'm
Hell
sorry.
nah. Well, she gave up fairly quickly. Not only did she feel like she didn't want to take on the responsibility, she also wanted her money back. Let's watch this clip and talk about it.
He came home and he was like, babe, I lost my job. I'm like, all right, cool. So a month later, like the bills, it was time for the bills or whatever, and I'm like, the bills due, babe, or whatever. And he was like, okay, I'm not working. And I'm just, in a month, like, it's all kind of hustles. You could have been doing something or whatever. So I told him, I said, look, if I pay these bills, are you going to pay me the money back? This man had the nerve to tell me, why should I pay my wife back for paying our bills?
Oh, that was
I
man?
told this man from day one, my money
I
is
forgot to
my
say,
money.
I was
and
picking your
his
chain,
money
but
is our money. Why should I spend my money paying the bills? Like, no, he should have paid me back.
This is
so
real.
that's when I
She
decided,
don't even
like, I
sound real,
can't
does
be with
she?
this man no
No,
more.
she sound ghetto
So,
as hell.
I had sex with his homeboy. Like, we all cool. I text his homeboy
That
or whatever.
don't talk like the city
we
girls,
went
man.
together. I met up with him. And we was chilling, we was drinking or whatever. And I started venting. I started getting emotional. One thing led to the next. I did not purposely mean to do what I did with his friend. But
fuck
things
outta
happen.
here.
Things happen. Like, y'all understand what I'm going through. So,
That it made you
his
sleep
friend
with
ended up
somebody
giving me
else?
some money or whatever. And he was like, babe, look, don't worry about it. Handle whatever you gotta handle. Like, his friend was every single thing I desire in a man. Like, everything I desire in a man.
She did not leave him for his friend.
Ain't nobody trying to hear my side. Ain't nobody trying to hear. So
Her
he came
friend,
home
'cause you
and
sound
he was
like a
like,
hoe.
"No, babe, I lost my job." I'm like,
let me
"All
tell
right,
y'all.
cool."
So I could not. First of all,
That's a hoe. That's a real
So I
hoe.
could not find the rest. So the story, she actually, that's why it sounded so fake when I first seen it. So I had to do digging. The rest of it was post with her writing. It was no video. So the friend actually left her. She didn't get left by the friend. They didn't stay in a relationship. He actually left her after she got with him and had sex with basically her friend.
Her best friend or his best friend.
The guy ended up coming up though. Like he started trading and some more shit. So he ended up her guy ended up coming up. So he actually making really good money now. And
30 days?
30 days in
30
this bitch,
days.
Not only was it only 30 days, this bitch asked for her money back. That's crazy
How
to
long
me.
were they married? I got other questions. Like,
So that's what I couldn't find because she didn't want to tell how long they were married. But I did see that they got engaged in like through the pandemic.
Okay, so
it
y'all
couldn't
been
have
together
been
some
like 3
years.
years.
So that means that he
at
probably been
least.
paying all the bills in our household for years.
And
he took 1 month off because he lost his job.
Her post was basically saying, to sum it up, it was basically saying that he been paying all the bills for so long and he knew how she wanted to be treated.
What? So you telling me this man has been paying bills for probably a good 5-6 years, and the one
All she
time
gave
when
that
he
man
didn't
was 30
have,
days. She didn't even give him a whole month. Some months is 31
ain't nobody
days.
finding no job in no 30 days. I'm sorry, you be lucky to get 2 interviews.
No, for real.
Within the first 30 days.
No, for real. It's hard out here for a
When I
pimp.
first moved out here, it took me like, luckily I went to the school. The school gave me my first job, my first bar job. But before that, like a realistic bar job, it took me almost 6 months to book my first gig on a private level. Like it took me another 3-4 months before I had my first bar job. So it don't happen
And
that
then
quickly.
the job that you have now,
yeah,
which is what you wanted,
what I really wanted to do.
and
Yeah,
then me with travel, that
shit took
I've been here.
years.
So I got my job that I work at now 2 years ago. I've been in Vegas for almost 8 years now.
Hello.
So, and I did not work. I was working. I even worked at a job where it shut all the way down through the pandemic because they couldn't, because they have small business. And I didn't have no job at the time. And let me tell y'all, there was nobody hiring. Y'all think nobody hiring right now? Imagine getting laid off completely, indefinitely through the pandemic. There was nobody hiring, my nigga. If you weren't doing Uber, Lyft, DoorDash, one of those side hustles that actually was bringing in money because people was sitting at home, that's why I was going live. That's why I was making money off live.
What fucks me up is like the fact that she was like, nobody wants to hear my side of the story, because you ran to this man's best friend, talk about his best friend was everything I wanted in a man. That man was out of a job for 30 days. He been taking care of you for years. You tell him you couldn't hold it down for 6 months while he got his shit together?
Raunchy. And this is why they be picking them white hoes. Cause the white ones they'll take care of your ass. They go be like, oh, what do you need?
He could have been out of job for 4 years.
They go max out their parents' credit card to make sure you get DoorDash every motherfucking day. They'll explain they stuff later. These motherfuckers,
that shit is trifling.
30 days they
I've
out.
never in my life.
I'm
like
cool.
That's some wild
Everybody
ass
ain't
shit.
like that.
And not everybody like that, but that's some crazy ass shit. And then to get on the internet and make it seem like you're the victim in all of this. Like you basically betrayed your marriage, stepped out of your marriage to get with somebody who seemed like they got it together.
Because
he threw you a bag so that way you could take care of your bills. You ruin your whole marriage just to be with the friend. Not only now did he lose his best friend, but he also lost his wife. Like you triple fucked that man. So I don't blame him. I'm glad he got his little come up. Don't ever go back to that hoe.
Exactly.
And I hope when
both
other people see this shit, they don't fuck with her.
We both pay bills around her. And don't get me wrong, this is the thing though. Even if Sean was, able to be the breadwinner, I'm just such a hustler. That Libra in me, I'm sorry, I gotta have something in this motherfucker. Don't be trying to walk around here all big, bad, ugly for me.
Cause I pay this.
I pay internet. You won't have a phone without me.
Turn this shit off right now.
Like you won't be able to stream Netflix without me. I'm be like, you know what, babe? You can pay everything in the house, but that $15.99 is mine. So please don't play. And then there's another thing that I feel like with people that get spoiled with not being able to pay bills. That one trend where people was like, when they was like, hey, babe, you got to pay the gas and electric. And she was like, huh? That is not cute to me.
Not
because
at all.
something can happen. God knock on wood right now. Something can happen to your significant other that do pay the bills, and you at least need to know who you got to pay and how much that shit is. Y'all can sit down and have that conversation, or you can just snoop and look at the fucking papers. Don't tell me that you don't know nothing about paying what's going on around you, because that is not adultish.
The internet gonna hate me for this, but I said this after my last relationship. I'll never put myself in a position where one person is solely taking care of me. Like we going 50-50. I don't care how much money you got. Even if you can't afford to take care of me solely, I'm not allowing you to, because I understand what kind of I hate your ass. Netflix. I understand what kind of financial restraint it causes for somebody. You're sick. I also understand like how heavy of a burden it is to carry somebody financially.
No shade.
So
but if you got it,
even if you got
for
it, I
me,
don't want you to
got
have it like that.
$15.99 for
Spoil me in
Netflix.
other ways. We should be working as a unit. So splitting the
No,
bills
Sean gonna
50-50.
start buying all them roses. She gonna buy a whole house full of roses. She ain't got time. I
Spoil
got
me in
you,
other ways.
$15.99.
Like buy me, shit that I like, Sam buys me
Like bills. I love bills being paid.
He
That's
gets
my
me like,
favorite.
sparkling water and shit like that. We can split the bills 50-50.
No, you saying this about? I'm saying this
Spoil
about
me in other
marriage.
ways.
In
Yeah,
marriage,
marriage
these
too.
people was married. I'm saying
marriage is even more so. If y'all both got jobs,
after all
split
this
the bills
time,
50-50.
after all this, listen, we've been together for 10 years, married for 5. Listen, I'm okay, babe. Listen to me live. I'm gonna place this. Please keep it on me, Quan. Babe, if you want to pay all the bills, I got $15.99 for the Netflix.
Okay.
I send you the bills I be paying.
No, ma'am.
And then it's all you, honey. I got your back though.
ma'am.
Cause guess what? I'm not no dumb bitch. I'ma save money just in case some come up. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know how good I can save money. Some come up, I got you. But pay that shit.
I believe in 50-50.
I do. I
Marriage
believe
or not.
$15.99.
No, 50-50.
All right, what we listening
Down
to today?
the middle. This artist is called Rome. His last name is Ramirez. That says ad is Rome Ramirez. Blah, blah. The song is called Forever. Make sure y'all check him out. 50-50.
I believe.
I'm on a hold you forever. I wanna love you forever. I know forever might seem like a mighty long time, but in this case, baby, it seems so long. When I see those big, beautiful eyes looking into mine, I wanna hold you forever. I wanna love you forever. So many songs have said the same thing before. I'm gonna sing it once more. I'm gonna hold you forever. I'm gonna love you forever. I wanna love you now. I wanna love you forever now. Don't worry, darling, about the rest of our lives. Through the thick and thin, I'll be by your side. Come on. The best thing I ever done was to make you my wife. I'm gonna hold you forever, baby. I'm gonna love you forever. I'm gonna love you forever, baby. I'm gonna love you forever.
Babe, I stood right there and make sure it wasn't locked. How often did y'all bathe in the summertime back in the day?
Every day.
Oh.
Thank you.
I was asking the white people in the studio.
Oh.
If you're outside.
No, I'm saying if
Tito.
y'all went swimming. Did y'all
We got
have a week?
questions.
Did y'all have a bathing week?
Like, what?
Oh, y'all bathe every day?
They looking at her like, look,
What's
bro,
the video that
we
says-
bathe every day.
So what about rags?
Oh, do y'all believe
you
in
use rags?
washcloths? Not rags, washcloths.
Well, Quan, you black, bro. I just be fucking with you, Tito. You bathe with washcloths?
A
Or
loofah?
use your hand with the soap?
Do a wash rag too, for sure.
Oh, okay.
A wash rag?
I'll do wash rag. But those
He give me
Do
too
you have
easy
a
vibes.
wash
Got his
rag in
hair
the
like
shower
slick back.
Yeah.
Got a nice little
Yeah.
chain
Yeah.
going.
That get wet every day. That's
All the
not
time.
like stale.
Yeah.
All
the
right,
time.
cool. We cool. He can do the show then when you gone. I just gotta make sure they wash.
That song was called Forever by Rome. His ad is Rome Ramirez. Make sure y'all check him out.
Here.
But we was talking about the clip with the lady talking about who ready for pool season, so y'all don't have to bathe every day. And I'm just confused as why people think that chlorine.
My companion white people. Cause I'm half white, but my white people bathed.
But listen,
They did.
you guys got to stop thinking that
Every
a white
white people
person
is the
speaks with all
same.
white people. Speaks for all
don't.
white people.
No, I don't. I think white girls speak for themselves. Because every clip I done seen about not
She said white
bathing
girls.
has been white women. So no shade. We ain't had no
Some of
white
them are
women
crazy.
opinion yet.
But
'Cause that
I've
one
never
lady
dated a
he brought
white
on
girl
one
that didn't
about
shower every day.
But
You
remember
know
the
a
clip
few?
that went viral about the people saying that
I
that
seen 3.
using a washcloth is for poor people.
No, it's
Oh, I
now.
remember that. I remember
It's
that.
more going around. It's 2 white women just said that she said, out of nowhere on their podcast, she said, you use a washcloth? She said, oh, hell nah. You gonna say that? No, I don't do that. It's nasty. It's disgusting.
Oh yeah, I saw that clip with that little ginger chick.
I mean, if you're using the same one every day, it is.
Yeah, that's
but,
nasty.
Hell yeah. If you using the same one for your face and your ass, that's
Oh,
nasty.
yeah, that's
That's
nasty
nasty.
too.
So it's definitely stipulations in between using it, but do you use it is the question.
There was a soccer mom that got in her car and was like, "This is gonna be an unpopular opinion, but I don't wash my hands at home." Like, I was like, "What?"
But this is the thing though, when I talk about not washing and stuff, you gotta think about how many funky ass black people I know. I'm not talking about just regularly washing your ass, first of all, because that's a thing. Okay. If you actually
That's
know,
why we
if
ain't
you
gonna
actually a
monetize on
person that
Facebook.
know how to use the soap and actually wash your body, no judgment, long as you don't smell like shit. Because I've been around a lot of different races that smell
But then the
like shit.
washcloth is to get all the like
The
excess skin
excess
off.
skin. Yeah, that's
exfoliate
That's
your
what I'm
body.
saying.
Like
The
the
washcloth
mildew
is
from
only
the-
to
or
get the excess skin
Yeah.
off. That's really it. And then after you wash off, you should still go over with either exfoliation or some body wash. I don't know. I wash up like 4 times in the shower with different shit. But
It depends on where I gotta
it,
go.
it depends on where I was at too, because if
Yeah.
I'm like out by the grill or out by the pool, it's a whole nother wash. If I've been sitting in the house all fucking day, I will wash, with just my soap and then my body wash. That's it. But yeah,
So how many times we showering on average? Because I do about 2 times a day.
2 a day?
2
It
times
just
a day.
depends. I ain't gonna lie, because if I'm in the house all day, only once. That's because I work from home. You gotta think about it. You leave out every day. I don't leave out the house. Monday, Tuesday, I don't go out home. I don't go outside. Wednesday, I'm here. Thursday, Friday, I'll be in the house. Unless I got something going on, I don't go back out so I'll probably once a day if I'm not going outside. But if I go outside, definitely twice a day.
I
in the
do
morning,
sometimes
then when I
3
get
times.
home.
Like if we going so I might shower in the morning and then I might come home shower if I'm going out somewhere. And then when I, get
can't
back
go
home, I'm
outside
showering
and then
again.
not get in the shower. That's my problem. Now, if I'm working from home, no lie, like if I'm working from home and I get up in the morning and I shower and I just work from home all day, I'm talking about not even let Marley outside through the door, not even step outside. If I step outside, I got to shower next time. But if not, I'll just shower once a day.
I think because I've lived here most of my life and the climate is so hot,
because you go outside.
I definitely
but I'm telling you,
shower
I be
2
a
to 3
whole.
times.
I done been in the house for a whole week straight. Only time I open the door is when Amazon driver come. So,
Oh, Lord.
because me and Sean work from home, and if we go grocery shopping the weekend before and everything, we got everything in our house. We done bought weed and everything, so
Oh,
we don't
Lord.
need shit, not even a leaf. So,
Oh, what you crying? Showering on average. What we looking like?
once or twice a day.
It's
max.
once, unless if I'm going somewhere. Like I'll be at this. I shower in the morning, come to the studio, and then I might shower at night before I go to bed. It depends on was I working in the studio, like lifting stuff, moving stuff. If I was just sitting here,
I feel you.
Yeah, but if I'm going somewhere, I'm showering before I go somewhere. Like,
Yeah, if I sit down, and even if I sit down anywhere outside, I want to shower again before I get back in my. I think it's just getting back in the bed. If I go outside before I got to get back in my bed, it's gonna be twice. But if I don't go outside before I got to get back in my bed, it'll be once.
Okay. That's reasonable.
And I like to shower at nighttime versus in the morning, no shade, because I really like to get in the bed fresh.
I am the opposite. I love to shower in the morning because there's something about being like fresh all day. It's that showering in between. So like when I get home. It
does feel good taking a shower right before you go to bed, though.
It does. You wash off the day.
That's like the.
But that's what I'm saying. Like when we go out, like say we go on a dinner or something, like I might shower in the morning, go home after running around, take a shower before we go out, and then I come back because I want to just rinse off everything from the day. Take another shower.
Sometimes you can fucking shower too fucking much. Like your skin
I like
be dry.
I love being in the goddamn shower.
All right, this week I didn't watch the
Under the Bridge. That shit was fire.
No, Under the Bridge, yes. I didn't watch the Baby Reindeer.
I did not.
So you got something to watch if you haven't watched the Baby Reindeer. Under the Bridge, if you finish it. Look, listen, I know we got lives. We got lives. So y'all got shit to do. That's why I'm giving y'all shit to watch. It's the summertime.
I would just like to remind Martha that I wasn't watching this stuff and now I'm actually watching that. That Under the Bridge shit was beautiful.
No, everybody's on my nutsack about the things that I be giving y'all to watch. Now they're like, oh my God, this was so good. Bitch, watch it. Like
I'm not watching Bridgerton though.
Okay.
Oh, I got one for you guys next week.
Ooh.
Okay. So just text me, Quan. I'll get the preview for you. So this week I do got some stuff for just for like the tea, because we like to watch the tea documentaries and stuff. So it's Dancing for the Devil. Let's watch this clip and we'll talk about it.
Dancing with the Stars.
It do look good. It looks so good.
I don't even know where to start. Today is my sister's
I knew
birthday.
they was gonna come
We're not allowed
out.
to contact her.
knew it.
We're blocked on absolutely everything. We have 2 daughters. We don't just have one. All the dancers that she danced with, someone else is controlling their lives.
I don't want to say I was in a cult.
How did I let myself get sucked into something like that?
We're done.
Miranda and I knew that we always wanted dance to be
Dance Mom.
I'm not gonna say the L word, but I lust cults. I just want to know about them. So we're gonna watch that. If you haven't watched, if you are in between stuff and you kind of just want to take a break, this is actually a movie type thing, so you can just watch that. But if not,
Dance Moms. I knew that was gonna come out eventually.
Gag of the week, bruh. This has to be the dumbest shit I've ever seen. He literally drove himself to jail. He drove himself to the fucking courthouse.
How you pull up to the courthouse?
No, he didn't pull up.
Assistant Public Defender Natalie Tate for Mr. Harris, who should be present in Zoom.
Tito, you seen this?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Mr. Harris, are you driving?
Actually, I'm pulling into my doctor's office, actually.
About to fuck you up.
So just give me 1 second. I'm parking right now.
Would you believe what he's in court for?
Driving and texting. Look at the judge. He's
stationary. I'm pulling in right now at this second. Yes, I am.
Look at the judge. He is funny as
All
shit,
right.
bro.
What are we doing?
Your Honor, we are respectfully requesting an adjournment in this matter, up possibly 2 to 4 weeks if the court would allow.
Sorry.
Okay. So maybe I don't understand something. This is a driving while license suspended,
That is correct, Your Honor.
and he was just driving, and he didn't have a license.
He driving right now. Watch his face.
Oh.
The silence is so loud.
Is with the charges, Your Honor, yes.
No, I'm looking at his
Yes.
record. He doesn't have a license. He's suspended, and he's just driving.
That is correct, Your Honor.
The judge is like, you making this too easy,
Listen.
baby.
Listen, I'm weak.
This is probably the easiest case on the planet. Bro don't have nothing to say.
The silence is
ain't
so
shit
loud.
you can say. He's
Wait,
talking about, he told the man I'm driving.
Watch what the judge tell him. Oh my God, I'm sorry.
Hello?
Mouth all over.
1 minute, Mr. Harris.
His flabber was gassed. He's like, fuck.
The dumbest shit I've ever seen in my life.
I don't even know why he would do that. So, defendant's bond is revoked in this matter. Defendant is to turn himself into the Washington County Jail by 6 p.m. today. Failure to turn himself in will result in a bench warrant with no bond.
Look at his face.
Thank you.
This is worse than that dude that smoked on camera at court.
Okay.
That was worse
And
than
you
a
can't
dude.
drive, bitch, to the damn
That
jail.
was worse than a dude that lit up the blunt and he was like, the judge was like, "Are you smoking?" He was like, that was worse because the camera could have been off. Nigga, you knew your court date was for driving.
He said, hold on, I'm driving.
I'm pulling into my appointment. Nobody gives a fuck. Where you pulling to?
He said, wait a minute.
You shouldn't be pulling.
I can't.
Anyways, we love y'all so much. Please tune in to the next week. Thank you so much, and we out.
That shit was funny.
This motherfucker said,
And he
hold
was
on.
just shocked. Like, what do you mean?
The judge said,
like, you should be
the judge showed all his teeth. He said,